All right, guys, welcome back. So, as you know, I used to be a life coach at a treatment center. I started working there 5 months after I got out of rehab. I went to treatment for 4 months, and then a month after I got out, I got a job as a life coach. So, right now, I want to introduce you to Jaxs. He was a client at the treatment center I went to. It wasn't like a standard rehab. It was more like a monitored, structured, sober living.
Yeah.
So Jaxs was one of
Fine.
the guys. Yeah, he was one of the clients on my caseload.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I just want to introduce you to Jaxs. We're gonna
Yes,
meet
sir.
Jaxs, and we're gonna see how he's doing, where he's at, what things have been like after he got out. And yeah, Jaxs, what's up, man?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, how goes it, bro?
Bro, it's been pretty good. Uh, this week has been solid. After we talked like last weekend, or I guess beginning of last week. Had a little slip up, but I feel like I've came back pretty well. I just got so much knowledge where I mean, yeah, it's like you want like there's a part of you that wants to do it, but I don't know, after that experience I had, bro, just it's just a reminder of just why I stopped in the first place. And I already know how to do that shit, bro. Like I've been doing this for so long, in and out of rehab since like 16. It just like even if I wasn't ready to learn before, like I still have that knowledge in my head. And now that I'm older, I can just like see it in a different aspect.
100%. So how old are you right now?
I just turned 21 in April.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And you checked in there at 18, or did you turn 18 there? I don't remember.
Dude, I got there. I got there February, like beginning or end of February.
Okay.
So I was still 17 because my birthday wasn't until April. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that out of all the rehabs I've been to and that I've heard of, seen on YouTube, that is the first place that I've seen where they let underage kids mingle with like up to like the early 20s. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
think Keenan was like 21. He was the oldest at the time.
And the youngest kid was
Victor,
Victor, 15,
15.
bro.
Dude, that's
15.
crazy.
As
Bro,
soon as I
he's a kid.
Yeah, bro. As soon as I saw that kid, I was like, "Who is this kid? He's a
Yeah,
freaking 15, dude."
for real, bro.
Yeah, man. But yeah, it was so cool, and everybody there, they have their own experience, right?
Yeah,
Everybody is there for a different reason.
for
Some are there
real.
'cause they have to. Some are there because
Yeah.
they know they have to be there.
Mhm.
And yeah, man. So So I guess before you got to there, we'll just call it TL. It's easier, it rolls off the
Yeah.
tongue. That's ultimately what it was called. Um, so how was life like before you got to treatment? And I guess if you could just tell us a little bit like where you're from
Sure.
and all that good stuff, like early life or whatever you feel like sharing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I'm Jax. I'm Jax Charwain. I'm from Portland, Oregon, or I grew up, I guess, from the start, Milwaukee, which is like 10, 15 minutes away from Portland. But the whole area is just pretty condensed. Like, every city is just like 10 minutes away from each other. But yeah, I grew up there. I guess life, like, how far back should I go?
I guess I guess whatever you feel like sharing. Brothers, sisters, and all that stuff. I guess. Yeah. Do you have any brothers, sisters?
Yeah, I got two twin sisters. They're a little bit younger. They are 18 right now.
Okay. So you're the oldest.
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
So how does it feel being the oldest, being the big brother?
See, I mean, when I was a kid, like I was just a big brother, like just picking on him, all that stuff. Um, but as I got older, a little bit older, just kind of started to realize of like the reality of like where how our family was and like what was happening. then I kind of felt like I had to step up and kind of just be there for him, protect him, like just from kind of shield them from like the reality of like the home life and all that shit that was going on. But yeah, we've always been pretty close.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I only ask that because I grew up as an only child. I'm still an only child. I remember when I was younger, maybe like 10-ish, something like that. I told my mom, I was like, if you ever make me a brother or sister, I'm going to lock them in a closet. Because I didn't want no brother or sister, man. I was so used to it, you know?
Yeah,
and,
dude.
So yeah, like, and when I got older, I always thought, man, I'm sure life would have been different.
Oh, yeah.
I always thought like I'd be a cool big brother. I think it'd be so
100%.
cool to have a little brother. Like I would take that kid everywhere with me, dude.
Yeah, dude, for real.
So that's cool that you got to experience that, and the fact that the fact that you acknowledge that you have to not only show up for yourself, but for your siblings as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you kind of have to be like a little role model, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, when things are bad, it's just a lot of pressure, you know? Like, I felt like from an early age, I just had to kind of step up to that plate a lot younger than I normal people that, you know, do with like life experiences and shit. But just like with what was going on with my dad and all that, I mean, it was just instinct, bro. It wasn't really like, I mean, I was still young myself. So like, I didn't really have thought processes like that. It was just like more of an instinctual action of just to like do it. Like, I know just something wasn't right. And I just try to be like the peacemaker, I guess.
Yeah. 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 All that, not all that, but like your father, when that took place, that happened like later on in life.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Yeah, that's a whole tough situation, man. I
Dude,
can
yeah,
imagine.
it's fucked.
If you feel comfortable, could you, I guess, let us know, um, like what happened,
Yeah,
with your dad, if
sure.
possible? Yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, bro, being through so many treatment centers, you get used to like telling everyone your whole life story. Like,
Yeah.
obviously
I
from the
feel that.
beginning, I didn't like tell him like I was so nervous to it, but
Yeah.
yeah, bro. I mean, he was a pretty big addict himself. He was adopted and he went through a lot and just didn't have. I mean, it was back in the day too, so like no one really gave a fuck about, especially his family. They just didn't give a fuck about, like they weren't checking in on him or like showing him affection and like all that neglectment. I mean, even his like sisters were addicts and his whole side of the family were just all addicts, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, he just was doing drugs like my whole childhood, even when I was born. But then he was in and out of AA, which I later on learned like after he passed, just like from asking questions from like I got back in touch with his side of the family, like my uncle, who I haven't seen as a kid. So I've been trying to build that relationship back up, which is nice. But yeah, things are tough, bro. Like he was just really abusive and he was never there. And after they got a divorce, like I just remember him like picking us up, bro, and just him smelling like all it's complete alcohol. And just like things you wouldn't notice as a kid, but like he'd be driving with glasses on and just like he's like basically drive us around intoxicated, bro, putting our lives at risk and all that. And just like he was a weird dude, and he could only give out so much love. Like I know he loved me, and I know he wanted to do his best, but he was still like mentally just a kid. Like his brain never developed in that way of just it was all about him. Like he's just like so toxic. But yeah, I think last time I saw him was junior year. He came like 4 months after my birthday out of nowhere and just brought me birthday presents. I'm like, dude. And I just wanted to see him, bro. I just wanted to give him a hug and like he just wanted to give me like my gifts and he just left. Like I was trying to talk to him. Like I haven't seen him in like a year before that. And I was like, dude, I fucking miss you.
Yeah.
But then that's like when stuff for him started to pick up and he got back into coke pretty bad and he was heavily drinking. And then I think it was literally not. I got back like beginning of February, end of January. Like first got to TL, so I was 17, and not even a month in, bro. I remember getting pulled into John's office. He was one of the therapists there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't. All I remember is Ahmad.
Oh,
Uh,
Ahmad, yeah.
yeah, all I remember is Ahmad. The other guys I never really was close to, but Ahmad, yeah, he was a real cool guy.
He was cool.
So were you on site, like, or were you at work off property when they called you?
Dude, I got pulled into a therapy session with my mom on a Zoom, and like she was just breaking down, bro, and I was like so confused. I was like, what is this? And like, damn, bro, like when she told me, bro, that he killed himself, I literally just like I started laughing. I was like, there's no way.
No, it just caught you off guard, right? Caught you off guard.
Bro, because that was like I would think about him dying, bro, like a lot. And like I don't know why. It just like occurred. So I just like that was like my biggest fear for a while, bro. Just like him dying, like me never like ending on good terms. So that was like, yeah, it was fucked, bro.
Yeah, like there's never a right time, never a right place for those things. But from an outsider, I was a staff member there. We were all staff there. When situations like this happen, it's important for everybody to let you feel what you're feeling, let you go through this, because you have to as a human being. You got to process everything. But and all your housemates, everybody was there for each other. So I say that to say I'm super glad that you were there versus on the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
bro.
having
Yeah.
that solid community, that's the place for you where you kind of needed to be, I think,
Yeah.
to be surrounded,
Yeah.
by positivity at least.
No, I think you're right. I also think the way they handled it, bro, was like I couldn't go off campus. I couldn't do anything. I was stuck there. So it's just like I couldn't even go skate, bro. So I was just like, bro, how are you gonna tell me that I can't like go out and do anything? Like that's how I want to be out of my head. I want to be like going skating. I want to like try to do some shit that's gonna give me joy. And they just like put me on lockdown for I don't remember how long it was. Like a week, 2 weeks. And I don't know, bro. And I was just like, I don't know how the fuck to deal with it. I was already an addict going into it, into rehab. So it's like that happening, bro. Like it's just gonna make it worse. Like, and I
Yeah,
was just so overwhelmed, bro. Like that's such a hard thing to deal with, especially when I was just like, I was still not even 18 yet, bro.
yeah,
It was fucked. I don't know. It took me a while to try to at least come to peace with it.
yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, that man. I think that's something that we, you know, like loss like that, family, friends, that's something that we carry with us. It's
Oh
never
yeah,
going to leave us. You know what I mean? It's never,
yeah,
they say time makes things easy, but, a loss like that, it's a huge impact. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So just being proactive with situations like that, with our mental health, with our addiction, with anything, as long as we're kind of proactive about that or with that, learn new coping mechanisms, like
yeah,
you learn how to heal. um that's best for you, you know what I
yeah,
mean? You
yeah,
learn what's best for you. So just being proactive, about all of that, which you have done, music,
yeah,
just staying in contact with me, everybody,
yeah, for
keep
real, bro.
tight relationships with your family. That's all we can do, man. And
It
just
is, bro.
hope for the best, and honor our fallen people the way,
100%.
honor them in a way we
Yeah,
think that they would appreciate and respect,
yeah,
so
bro. And
yeah.
that's what kind of pulled me out of it too. Is just like I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, one like just doing something that he couldn't do was like just kick it. He couldn't quit the drugs, and like that's what got him there. And two, bro, just like doing it for him in a way of just like I know, he'd want the best for me. Like, he wouldn't want me to go down the same road that he did. Like, that's not a fucking option anymore. So I felt like that just at some point reality checked me. For a while I was just like ignoring it and just like kept fucking up, and I just like couldn't deal with it, bro. But one day, bro, it just clicked for me. I think it was right or no, it was like March when I was in Utah. So March of 2021, 2022, something like that. And I just like threw out everything, bro. I was like, I'm done. I'm done, bro. I started hitting the gym, getting uncomfortable, like doing everything I just didn't want to do. And yeah, bro, I ended up being sober for like a year and a half.
Yep. Yeah, man. Love to. I mean, you know what works, right? You know that
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
But we're human, man. I get it. Sometimes we slip.
Yeah.
Sometimes we slip, man.
But it's really easy to slip.
So, dude, yeah, 100%. I was in and out, bro, for 13 years. Started smoking weed when I was 18, drinking at 19, and then introduced to everything else. So I get it, bro. I get it. You know what I mean? What got you to treatment? What was your drug of choice? And
like the first time I went?
I guess to TL.
TL?
Yeah, what got you there? Actually, yeah. How many treatment centers have you been to?
I think I've been to 11. The last one I was at was in Utah. It's like recovery ways or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, 11, I think.
So throughout the years, did you have like the same drug of choice, like the same vice, or was it different at certain times?
I just switched up, bro. I mean, because I just switched up. I think I started out with, dude, I was just like, I didn't know anything about drugs. Like, my parents never told me, and I was just curious as fuck, bro. And I was doing everything, like not taking everything to like an addict extent. That was like in the period where I was still like, I was like 14, 15, so I was still like, oh, this is all fun. Like, weed was just the craziest thing ever. Like, and then I think I started messing around with psychedelics, got into Xanax, Adderall, just like, I don't know. But nothing was to the point where it was like, it was worrying. Like, there wasn't any negative consequences yet.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got into drinking, and I think that's when I first got caught. But then my parents just kind of ignored it. And then, I don't know, I just got really into Xanax for like my whole junior year. I was just popping. And so I would say that was my drug of choice the first time I went in.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, would you say that Xanax is something that once it got a hold of you, it kind of took you for a ride? Like, it was kind of hard to kick?
Yeah, it's hard to kick, bro.
Yeah.
For me, bro, my anxiety is so bad, and I've just been trying to work on it like by myself. I feel like the meds I have aren't working, but I feel like the way to do it is I just gotta battle it, bro. Like, I don't want to rely on anything. I just want to it's something that I guys gotta, actively work on daily.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, it just chilled me the fuck out. It made me not give a fuck. And I'm a really like just like caring person. Like, I overthink everything, bro. Like, I just care too much about everything. So it's just like, for that to make me feel that like a way that I've been wanting to feel, I just kind of clicked with that, and I was like, all right, this is it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. How's the audio? Is it all right?
Yeah, it's good, bro.
Okay, good. Man. So what was the final straw that got you to TL? I guess the final straw. What did life look like at that time before
At that time?
Yeah.
Damn, I was in a really fucking mindset. I just felt like me and my parents were not on the good terms. I was a fucking dickhead. I was smoking a lot of weed, and I was just doing like, I'd sneak out like every night, like knowingly. Like sometimes I get caught and they'd like board my window in, bro. Like they would just like put screws on my window and I would just break that shit down and leave anyways. And just like
Wow.
go to parties and yeah, dude. I also wasn't respecting their house too, which I totally understand. Like I was having girls come in and like they couldn't even tell me what to do at that point. And then I think ended up getting gooned, bro. And then they took me to wilderness.
Mm.
And then that was a crazy experience. I mean, it was a good reset. I felt good like after I left. Like I was fighting it for a while. Like I really didn't want to be there, and I didn't fuck with any of the staff. But it just kind of reality checked me, bro, and pulled me away from like real life. Like I was just in the middle of nowhere, bro, for 3 months.
Yeah.
So it definitely just grounds you. It puts you back in your roots. And then yeah, when I got the TL, I just still like I had that motivation, but I felt like it slowly just like dissipated and just fell away.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I was being a dick to my whole family, everyone I knew, bro.
Yeah.
Cutting ties, like just not giving a fuck. And so they just like my parents just gave up, bro. They didn't really know what to do with me anymore. Like I just changed so much and they just like were really worried about me and I was just like lying, like screaming at them, bro. Like doing that, like we have a totally different relationship now, bro. Like I can't even imagine doing that to my family. I love them so much and it just things are just different,
Man. It's crazy that you mentioned the word goon. I the first time I heard that phrase was in at TL. There's some kids that said that, and so I always wanted to do a video on that, but I didn't know much about it. I couldn't find much on YouTube, any of that. So tell us what a goon is, and if that's like the actual name for it, or they call it something else. And
it's called like getting gooned. You're getting gooned.
Gooned.
Yeah. I mean, I would call them goons because it's kind of a fuck job, bro. Like they do. I mean, bro. Basically, what they do, bro, is I was zanned out, bro, and I was high as fuck, and I was in the middle of sleep. It was like 3 a.m., bro. I probably blacked out, and then I wake up to my parents coming in first, and like these two big ass black dudes, bro, like 6'3", 6'5". I'm like, bro, what is this? I was so confused, bro. And they're like, yo, we gotta go. I was like, fuck no, I don't even know you. You know what I mean? And I was just like, like Xanax just makes you want you like, you're a dickhead, bro. You don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So like, I was like, and they were like grabbing me, bro, and I was like trying to fight him, but like, dude, I was like 5'6". I'm not, skinny as fuck. I'm not fighting no one. And they just carry me upstairs, bro. Like both of them, like while I'm just like squealing, trying to get away. And they throw me in the back of an Explorer, bro, and they got the child lock on the back, so I can't get out. And dude, I was like,
did they cuff you at all?
No, they didn't. No, they didn't cuff me. They just threw me in the back of the car. Like I was like, I kind of just accepted. I was like, bro, I can't fight these dudes. Like, there's no way I'm getting out of this. And
did they tell you where you were going?
No, bro. I had no idea. Like,
oh, okay.
And my parents were setting it up, but I actually went. I was still in Oregon at the time, so I went to Bend, Oregon, which is it's kind of by like Mount Hood, like the Sisters, all that. But then it just kept going, bro, and like it was just in the middle of nowhere. Like you're 16 miles away from like the nearest dirt road, and you have no idea where it goes because there's like 3 different, So you can't really escape, and you just get dropped off. And at this campsite, bro, and you just got a big ass like one of those backpacking backpacks, and you're in hella snow clothes, like trying to stay warm and all that. But
that's
it was crazy, bro. I was pissed. I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" It just like happened so fast. I was like,
"That's crazy, bro." I tripped out as soon as one of the kids. I don't remember what kid told me, but as soon as they said they got gooned, I was like, "What does that mean?" I've never heard that. And they told me like there's people that come to your house, they kind of like take you, like kidnap you, you know what I mean? I don't want to say that, but they pretty much restrain you if they need to, and then they haul you to treatment, right?
And like my parents set it up, which is crazy, bro. I was like, I just felt betrayed, bro. I remember like looking at him like while I was leaving, like while I was being dragged out. I was like, what? Like really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like betrayed, bro. And like I had this like, bro. I was talking to like this my girlfriend for a while. It was like the first girl I ever loved, bro. And just got ripped out of that, bro. Like, yeah, maybe things weren't good, bro, but like I was really resentful at them for like pulling me away from her, because then that shit just ended there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then next thing I knew, I was in Arizona. Like I can't really do long distance. Like that never works out.
Man.
Yeah.
So when you got to Arizona, did you go straight to TL?
Yeah, we got In-N-Out first. That was my first time having In-N-Out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's all right. Like, I mean, it's
Yeah, it's
not
mid.
my preference, but
Me neither. But that was
it's
my
an
first time because
experience.
they don't have it in Oregon,
Yeah,
or they
yeah.
didn't at the time. So
Yeah, it's an experience. It's like something you got to do if you're in Arizona or Cali, you know?
yeah, facts. Yeah,
It's like the Cali experience, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Damn, bro. Yes, that whole subject intrigues me of being gooned. I don't know how I would react if I got gooned when I was a kid, or I'd be scared as hell. Like all
Oh
of a
yeah,
sudden
bro.
you wake
I
up,
was.
you probably went to sleep hammered, and then you wake
Yeah.
up like the hell, two shadows looking at you. You know what I mean?
Dead ass, bro. It was scary, bro, and I was like pissed. I was like, dude, I'm not going. I was like, for a second, like I was like tempted to just jump out the window, bro. Just like try to dive through it.
God, these guys are
But
probably ex-military or something. You know,
or bodybuilders.
they're well
Yeah.
trained. Yeah, those guys are
Yeah.
well trained, and
Ex UFC fighters.
yeah, all that, all
For
that.
real.
That'd be a trippy job, man.
It would, bro. Even just being the dude to like take a kid like that, it'd be just like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? I mean, you can't be like a really nice dude
yeah,
because you're gonna feel totally bad and you're not gonna do the job. So you have to be an asshole. That's really what it
yeah,
comes down to.
man. So you were, I remember one day you called me right before we went to that one house. You called me. You were kind of in distress. Um, so you were out of TL, right? I picked you up
Okay,
on the
yeah.
south side of town, like that situation.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
You called me and something went down. So
Oh
were
shit.
you
Yeah.
out? You got kicked out of TL
Yeah.
at that
So
point? They kicked
at
you
that
out.
point, I had my
And you were,
apartment. And that
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So they kicked you out. You went to an apartment, or were you homeless at the time? You were kind of like staying wherever,
Uh
right?
yeah. Well, my parents just got me a hotel for a while in the meantime. So I mean, they did so much for me that like I don't even know why. But I mean, it got me to where I'm at, so I'm thankful. But yeah, I ended up getting an apartment, just like a cheap apartment. I think it was by the U of A,
Okay.
pretty close to there. Yeah, so I was living there for a bit, and I think I called you, bro. I was just really suicidal, bro, because
Yeah.
like right after I got back, like this is how I got introduced to Coke, bro. I literally this girl door dashed me food because I had no money. I
Mhm.
spent it all on drugs, or I had money that I just wanted to save for drugs.
Yeah.
But she
Yeah.
door dashed me food, and literally, bro, I'm just smoking like a I think backwood or a blunt outside my crib. And the DoorDash, he was like, "Hey, what you smoking?" I'm just like, "Oh, just weed." He's like, "You ever tried Coke?" I'm like, "No," but
Whoa.
like, pot that or nowhere, bro. Just a DoorDash dude. Like, he comes in, just starts busting out lines. This dude's a Coke plug, turns out. And bro, I was just on it, bro. And for the whole time I was there, bro, and it just
Yeah.
fucked in my head, bro. Like, hated myself. I gained a lot of weight. Like, I was like 210, I think. Just not taking care of myself at all, bro. And yeah, it was miserable. I hated life. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
crazy, man.
it was
It
rough,
doesn't
dude.
matter. It doesn't matter what city we go to. Our addiction follows us. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you could set up shop in Hawaii, and
you
if you
still find
decide to mess around, dude, like
it.
it'll catch
Darn.
up to you, man. Like it's
It
a trip.
always does, bro.
Yeah. I mean, this is something that we'll have to live with the rest of our life. You know, like our
Yeah.
reaction to drinking or or to Xanax. You know what I mean? Like those we have to live with those and deal with those consequences when they come. You know, so
Yeah.
like we were saying, just be proactive with that. Like they say, play the tape through. If I do
Oh yeah.
Xanax, if I do whatever, this is gonna happen. If I don't do it, all these beautiful things will happen.
No,
But
dude, I do that. I do that a lot, bro. Like, I felt like some of the stuff in AA and all that doesn't apply to me, but bro, that like, and all we got taught like a bunch of different coping mechanisms and all that. And surprisingly, bro, like a lot of those have stuck with me, and I use those on a daily, especially that one, bro. Some people say it's cliche, bro, but like it really does just like reality check you, bro. Because if you take that, you don't know what's gonna happen next, bro. You know.
mhm. It works,
So
man. It's kind
it
of like
does.
playing. It's similar to playing chess with yourself, right? If
Yeah.
I moved this pawn over here, they could get me these ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're kind of like, it's kind of like a life hack, like a mental hack.
It
You know,
is.
that's the only way we could look in the future and
It
predict the
is.
future. You know, playing
Yeah.
the tape through is somewhat like predicting the future.
It is, bro. Like, I mean, but like the addict in you sometimes is like, well, maybe it doesn't go that way.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like, bro, it's only gonna go that way.
yeah, man. Yeah, in my addiction, dude, I didn't play any tape through. I was on
No.
autopilot.
Oh yeah.
All I cared about was copping my stuff and
Yeah,
getting
for
well.
real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man. So you got a taste of Tucson. What happened after Tucson?
Uh, well, I was on that big coke bender. The plan was to move to Utah. Just because my friend Nathan, he's like my childhood best friend. Like he's Mormon. Like he's just never done anything bad in his life. You know, that type of
Yeah.
kid. But like we would still go fuck around. Like he still like had qualities like me and stuff. But yeah, he was like family. He's family to me, bro. And yeah, so I went down there to live with him, and bro, like picked up right where I left off. Like I was like, oh, it's Mormon. It's a Mormon, state. Like from what I've heard. And the way he described it to me, he's like, "Yeah, there's no drugs down here, bro." Like, and I was like, "Oh, bet, bro." Second day out, I'm like already fucking getting geeked again and just
Oh yeah.
back in it. And then he just like he has never seen me like that. Like he like when we were high school, he saw me do drugs, and I was like in our rehab, but he was just always there for me. But yeah, bro, things just really got bad. I started getting like lace ends, like lace hulks and shit, and I started probably like just doing a lot of Molly, bro,
Mhm.
for that whole year, or not whole year. I guess I was only there. Well, I guess I was there a year, but I was only using from like July to September, I think it was. But I was going on really hard, bro. Like
Mhm.
blacking out, doing shit I didn't remember, like treating everyone just like an asshole. Like I got back into coke again, I think, and then I had a big overdose where on some fake Xanax and like 2 grams of Molly,
Oh wow.
and yeah, bro, and I was just like, I woke up, bro, and I just like thought I was gonna die. Like I could feel it, bro. Like I was wasn't gonna make it if I like didn't go to like a what's it called? It's like a not inpatient, but like where you go like a to withdraw and stuff.
Mhm.
And they give you like IVs and
Detox.
yeah, detox center. Yeah, yeah.
Detox.
So I went there, and then this reality hit me of like what I was been doing the whole time, bro.
Hmm.
And yeah, so then I went to rehab there for like 30 days, and I went to an outpatient for 2 weeks after that. And then the day I got out, I just started smoking weed again.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And but like I felt like I did deal with a lot of shit, and I didn't touch anything hard until February. Cause that's just a tough month, bro. That's just the anniversary of my dad, bro. I always fold that month, bro. It
Mhm.
just hits me really hard. But
Yeah, I get that, man.
yeah, but then after that, bro, and I think it was March, I was like, I'm fucking done, dude. And I stopped. Just like
Yeah.
that. It just clicked for me out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah. Man.
But I'm
Yeah.
thankful for that experience, bro. It was a lot, bro. And I got, put myself in a lot of bad places. I remember the first time I got kicked out of TL, bro. You remember that? I was like on the reservation,
Yeah.
Tucson, in the middle of fucking nowhere, bro.
Yeah.
Saw my AMA'd with this random ass dude, bro, and
Yeah.
turned
Yeah.
out his.
That's the situation I was talking about.
Oh, okay,
Where I
yeah,
picked you up on the south side.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was that. You were in distress at that time. You called
I
me.
was, bro, dude. I was getting beat up every day, and like, cause they were just tweaking off meth. Like,
Mhm.
I didn't even know their DOC was meth. Like, I felt like that would have been nice to know, before I signed myself out with this fool. But
Yeah.
yeah, dude, all that's just not worth it. But
Yeah.
I learned a lot, bro.
Yep. Yeah. That can happen anywhere, bro. That can
True.
happen anywhere, man. You leave rehab, you leave treatment, you leave sober living. If you go out and mess around, like weird things could happen like that. Dangerous things could happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so many weird things happen in that whole lifestyle.
Oh yeah, bro. It's
You know what I
just
mean? Like
yeah,
it's its own little world.
it
Out
is,
there.
bro. It sucks.
Crazy.
It sucks, dude.
So now, man, so you're back in Arizona.
Yeah.
You're pretty much in the hot spot, like in the whole Phoenix area, Tempe. You're in the hot spot. I mean, Arizona is like a big hub for what's going on nowadays, like the Fetty, all that stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Man, last time I was in Phoenix was, I think, shortly after the Rona. Took my mom out there to get her shot. So it was like 2020. We were in Glendale, near a football stadium. Ghetto as hell in that area.
Oh, dude, Glendale's ghetto. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like it just looked. Oh man, it wasn't a good spot.
Definitely not.
So how's life how's life out there? Right
Tempe,
now?
bro. Tempe's a really nice city, bro.
Yeah, I like Tempe.
Yeah, it's fire because ASU's here. Everything, all the apartments are pretty nice. Like I got a really good setup right now going on.
Good.
Just like I'm an engineer now, bro. Just like I was just like, right when I moved here, I wanted to do something, bro, because I was just doing nothing, working bullshit jobs like Burlington, places that just wasn't treating me well, bro. Like, I wasn't getting paid well, and I was like, bro, I'm done. Like I just need to do something. Like I can't keep doing this, and I'm young, so like if I just do it now, bro, I can have all this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just did that, and I didn't finish yet, but they took me kind of under like an internship.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of like skipped that it was like only 2 weeks, and then I just got the job, bro. Like I'm like officially an engineer working there, making some good money. So it's been good, bro. I mean, obviously I'm right next to Mill and like all the clubs.
Arizona
So
Mill or Mill Avenue. Mill Avenue. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like it's just 2 blocks away, bro. Dead ass. Like we just scooter there. And so like that's been a plus and a minus, Like it's been a cool experience, like just going there, like after I turned 21 and having that experience. But like I told you, bro, like the first time I was there, bro, it was coke, and then I was just fucking like I didn't like dive back into it like I used to, but I mean, eventually it always gets too much, bro.
Yeah, man. The only thing I could say is you do not want to go to jail in Phoenix. Maricopa County, dude.
Bad. I don't want to go to jail. Period.
Yeah, good.
bro, I'm too good looking, bro. Like I can't, bro.
Yeah, all the homies will call you Jaxs. Hey, baby girl. Yeah, bro. That was it's but jail in Phoenix, man. It's
that sounds bad, bro.
Out of everybody I spoke to, it's not a good experience.
Dude, I bet not.
There used to be a jail there called Tent City. Have you heard of that? Tent City. So it's, say for example, the prison yard is like a big dirt lot surrounded by wrought iron fence. There's like bunk beds there. All the inmates are wearing pink. You have to wear pink underwear. And then pink everything. That's what that's what the whole director had in
And it's
mind.
outside,
It was outside, sleeping outside, even in the
bro.
summertime, like under
There's
like
no way,
canopies type thing.
dude. That's fucked.
Right? So inhumane. Apparently that place closed down like some years ago. But aside from that, the whole like the politics are super high in Phoenix, Arizona
Really?
for sure. But in
Yeah.
Phoenix, man, like I haven't heard one good story from anybody about their time
Oh,
in a jail in Phoenix, dude. Like it's just
yeah,
crazy.
bro.
Bunch of knuckleheads.
Oh
Don't
yeah.
go, man. Don't go. Don't go.
Bro, I wouldn't survive, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I'm not. You know, I don't fit in. I'm not a gangster. I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
not hard, bro. Like,
Me
I would
too. Me
like.
too.
You know what I mean? I'm just a drug addict. Like that'd probably be the reason why I went. You know what I
100%.
mean? Like
That's
getting
why I went.
caught.
That's why
Yeah,
I went
bro.
to jail. That's why I went to. I'm not a fucking thug. Do I look like a? Hey, what's up, homie? What's up, homie? You know, no,
Yeah.
that's not me, dude. Not me at
Nah,
all.
bro.
Like that's. But I ended up there. You know, my
Dang.
addiction made me
How long were you
steal
there?
stuff. I was. Let's see, man, like 2014. So about 34. No, 33. Like, yeah, I was old, dog. Yeah, I just ended up getting caught for a
Wait,
bag.
you went to jail from 24 to 33?
No. I was
Oh.
like trying to figure out how old I was. Let me see. Yeah, so I was
Oh.
about 30s, like in my early
Damn.
30s, and I ended up going to prison, dude. So
Jeez.
yeah, so
Damn, bro.
yeah, dude, I was like 33 actually. 33 got out when I was 34, but
Damn.
I was too old for that, bro. Like,
Yeah, bro.
it's crazy. It's crazy. But
I
that's
can
what addiction
imagine.
does, man. Like,
Dude, yeah.
I was lucky to end up in jail, though. You know,
Yeah.
because
Dude, luckily, bro,
yeah,
I've never had a charge. I've never got caught like with the law, which I'm grateful for, bro, because I
yeah,
feel like everyone around me, bro, that I was doing it with, they all like got fucked.
yeah,
So I'm blessed that like I'm just got a clean slate, bro, and I just,
yeah,
I probably wouldn't have had the job I have now if had got done doing some of the things I did.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember earlier you mentioned something that made me think of this relapsing with a head full of recovery. That's like one of the worst relapses I've ever experienced, just because I didn't use any of the coping mechanisms. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't use anything I learned in treatment. I felt like I let all the guys down, myself down, like after like relapsing with a head full of recovery. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean? Like, it's one of the
Yeah.
worst.
It is, bro, but it's also, I mean, think about relapsing at, like from the beginning. Like, if I relapse like how I did, like when I first started, bro, I would like I won't even be doing this right now, bro. I'd be gone, bro. I'd be all my money would be like I probably have all the drugs I need, all that shit, bro. But the fact that I've just been like, all right, yeah, I did that. Like I'm not gonna be like mad at myself because like I know how to fucking come out of this, and that's exactly what I've been doing, bro. And it's just been it's a different way. Like I just never thought I'd be able to do that. You know what I mean? Because I always thought if I relapsed again, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I feel like I came back from it pretty well. Just not taking it too serious. Like obviously it's serious, but like if I stress about it, bro, it's only gonna make it worse, and it's gonna make me guilty, which always makes me like want to relapse. Is that guilt?
Yeah.
Not a good feeling.
Yeah. Just going too hard on yourself. That's good that you don't do that. Yeah. Yeah, man. But I remember you said you really weren't a fan of AA, NA. It's a total different crowd. Like NA, it was more serious. Like, I don't know, like those meetings were totally different versus AA. In AA, there was a lot of old timers. They have the main reason why I like going to those meetings, particularly AA, is because the stories, like the messages, it's so cool. Like I always leave there with like a certain message. I always leave there feeling a little better. But yeah, man, those are the places to go, especially if you're fresh out of a relapse or any time. The thing about I never completed the steps, but because my sponsor died, after I did my 5th step, my sponsor died, and so I never got to complete all that. But you could apply all those steps not only in your recovery but in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Like even when I started this YouTube channel, I never pushed AA or NA upon anybody in my videos because I'm not the spokesman for AA, and I just don't like being pressured with stuff. It feels like
me
I'm being
neither,
pulled
bro.
apart. Like
and I feel like if you pressure someone, they're gonna be more likely to not do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like the TL experience, bro. I mean, I just didn't resonate with AA, bro. Like, I mean, I just felt like younger. I felt like, like they have good stuff to say, bro. But my experiences is different, and I don't know. I do miss that kind of community, and I have been thinking about like going to one, but I don't know, bro. I also just feel like some of the time people are just complaining, just like, oh, I relapsed again, like all this. It's just like I don't want to be. I want to be around that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't want to hear that. Yeah.
But I definitely need a community, bro. That's like the biggest thing I've learned, bro. Is I need to be around people because if I'm not, bro, and I'm just isolated all the time, things are just not gonna end up well.
Yeah. That's the whole community aspect, the whole brotherhood. That's kind of what's been making me kind of miss the job. Working there, just being there for the kids and just having like other employees. You know what I mean? That was fun because I work by myself on eBay, so it's sometimes it gets lonely and sometimes you kind of miss that community aspect. But yeah, man. So I guess lastly we'll finish off with this.
Okay, bet.
Out of all the treatment centers that you went to and everything that you learned, man, if there's any kids out there that are kind of struggling, not saying you're a kid, but like any youth out there that are struggling, right? Like, what advice do you have for them? Like if they don't even know about treatment or like what advice do you have? Like knowing AA isn't for you. Like what kind of life advice do you have for anybody that's in the midst of addiction, I guess?
Like they're to someone that's struggling right now actively?
Yeah.
I mean, there's two different thoughts. One, I mean, you probably wouldn't really be able to retain and like fully understand like what I had to say unless you're really wanting to like this. You like it clicked for you, like you realize this isn't for you, but like I want to learn more about how to like get out of this. Because you can't help someone that's just fucking ignorant and they're still wanting to do it. If you still wanting to do it, bro, you have to run your course. Like it's the only way. If you're not done, you're not gonna be done till whenever it is. Luckily, it clicked for me like really young, but some people like it doesn't until they're like 60, bro. Like I've seen some old ass fools in like rehabs, bro. I'm like not finna be me, but I'd probably say just like you gotta get uncomfortable and you just gotta try. You gotta try new things because you also, I mean, from the start, you kind of just have to replace it with other stuff. You know what I mean? Because you were doing drugs all the time. That's all you're doing. That's a lot of time, you know? And to take that out, you're going to feel a lot of boredom. And that boredom usually makes people want to fold again. So fill up your time. Just try different stuff. Try stuff that you don't even think you would like. Go to the gym, exercise, and like working out is what pulled me out. Is like that really helped me. That like pulled me out of my head. And I've stuck with it since. And maybe that doesn't work for you, but there's something out there that, you know, you just gotta try and error. That's all life is, and that's all figuring out anything is, bro. Is you just gotta figure out what applies to you. Like there's something out there and sometimes you'll find it maybe like could be today, it could be like months later, but you just gotta keep trying because like someone for me who's overdosed many times and just had like been through hell. But I made it out, bro. And just like some people don't. And if you're gonna keep fucking around with it, you're just gambling. Like you could die today, or you know, you just don't know. Especially with everything being laced and all the shit that's going on now. It's just not worth it. Like, and life can be something good. And just I feel like from hearing that from someone that who's been out of it and who's made it through, is like proof. Like you especially you, bro. That's why I like talking to you, is because like you're like proof, bro, that that shit works, and you found your own thing that's helped you. It's all
Yep.
just subjective, you know. You just got to figure
Yep.
out what applies to you.
Hell yeah, man. Well, awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time, man, to just stop by, chop it up. It's always
For
good
sure,
talking to you,
bro.
man. You know,
Bro, you too, bro.
we've always kept in touch, you know.
Yeah, bro. Like you're the only, bro. You're the only staff I talk to.
That's awesome.
W
Yeah,
staff,
well,
bro.
thanks, man. You know, I'll throw this video up, and yeah, everybody will appreciate this one, man. It's so
All right.
cool. Thank you for taking the time out of your day. Enjoy your
Yeah,
day
of
off.
course.
You're off on
Yo,
the
I
weekends,
will,
right?
bro.
You're off on the
What?
weekend. You're off on the
Oh yeah.
weekends.
Oh, yeah.
Good, man.
Only the weekends, bro.
Enjoy your weekend, brother. It's
And
good
you
talking
too,
to you,
bro.
man.
It's good to see you, bro. For real.
All right, dog. Take care.
All right, peace out, bro.